and Airport Terminal 2 stations, you must validate your ticket in order to exit.
Hi everyone, so right now I am at Barcelona's airport because I am about to fly to Madrid, to the capital of Spain, because I'm going to be flying later to Panama City. So today I'm going to the American continent. I am extremely excited. And later, after Panama, I'm going to be heading to Nicaragua, where I'm going to be meeting Richard's mom, my mom and my sister, because we are going to have a few days in Nicaragua together. And but before that, they are going to have 3 days in Miami. In my case, I'm going to have 4 days in Panama.
Later that day, Richard flew from Geneva, Switzerland to Barcelona, Spain, and his mother flew from London to Spain as well. They stayed at my mom's house, and then the following day, very early in the morning, they went off to Barcelona's international airport. Apparently, my mother and my sister had a few problems fitting everything in the bags.
Sinvergüenzas, ¿no? ¿Y por qué?
140 porque son 3 bultos.
Even though I was not flying with them, I was feeling extremely happy because they were going together. And I knew they were going to have an amazing time in Miami. Who wouldn't? Now back to me. I'm about to get my flight from Barcelona to Madrid, where I'm going to be having only 1 hour until I get my second flight to Panama City. Back in Europe, we are about to land in Madrid. I have to say that I wish I had gone with them to Miami, not necessarily because of the place, but because it is really fun when you travel in big groups. However, I do know that I'm going to have a wonderful time in Panama City. Here we go. I'm about to get my second flight from Madrid to Panama City. I'm really excited, to be honest. I forgot to tell you this is Richard's mom's first ever time in the American continent, and she really knows how to step in through the main door. Imagine what a journey. She went from London to Barcelona, then they flew to Miami, and later everyone is going to be heading down to Nicaragua. And it seems that some people had a few snacks before going to bed.
Hello everyone, welcome to Panama. This is my first official morning in this Central American metropolis, and I have to say that I couldn't be happier or more surprised. Yesterday when I got from the airport to Panama City, I was just absolutely shocked and I was freaking out because even though I have been here before, 2 years ago, for one single day, it was not enough to appreciate how amazing the city is. I have to be honest with you, I was kind of like worried because I thought that they were gonna give me like a horrible room, you know, with like the most horrible view ever. And when I opened the door of my room and I literally saw this skyline, I was just like extremely happy, because in order to see how cosmopolitan and bustling and sprawling the city is, you need to be high up. And I am actually on the 11th floor, which is actually not the highest point because you can even go to the 20th floor if I'm not wrong. And it is absolutely amazing. And I have to say that looking at this place makes me feel like if I was like, I don't know, in Kuala Lumpur, in downtown Manila, in Makati, or like in Singapore, or like in Bangkok, or like in Miami, I would say, because it does look like Miami, I would say. and this place is absolutely amazing. I really cannot wait to explore this city. I would like to bring you all with me, but now I want to go to the ground floor for breakfast, and now I really need to have some coffee in order to start my day here, and I would like to share my day with you, so stay tuned.
We're in Miami.
Okay, you're in Miami.
We're in Miami.
So it's 5:30 in the morning
Mummy's got her app, her bird app.
and we are trying to recognize the sound of different birds.
It's a boot-tail grackle, it said a minute ago. I'm now going to double check it and see if there are any other birds up in that tree. I believe it's up in that palm tree.
Here comes my mom and my sister.
¿Dónde estamos? Miami Beach. Y hace viento, ¿no?
If she believes that Miami is cold, I cannot imagine what she's gonna be like when she goes back to cold England. Apparently, they woke up extremely early because they wanted to go for a nice swim before the sunrise. You know, just to protect themselves from the UV light. By the way, this is my mom's first time ever on the Atlantic side of the American continent. Even for her, it's an amazing adventure. They also thought that it was the best time of the day to exercise, and what a better place than at the beach. For breakfast, I had some scrambled eggs and gallo pinto. I love gallo pinto with all of my heart. And some papaya as well. Now I would like to show you the view that I've got from the swimming pool area in my hotel. Right now I am on the 20th floor, and I have to say that I couldn't be any more surprised. I really cannot believe that I am the only person right now in this area of the hotel. Actually, I like that fact because that means that all this view is just for myself. Imagine if I had a flat here and I could see this view every single day. That would be wonderful. This place is definitely giving me flashbacks of the Philippines and Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. It is extremely developed and I love the high-rise buildings. Back in Miami, everyone is going out to explore Miami. They decided to go downtown for a nice meal. It seems like Rich is trying to match the Cuban community here in Miami. I love his animal print shirt. With a tan, I believe that he would look like the typical drug dealer from Cuba, like in the films. I believe that we all know what they're going to be drinking now. Cocktails, of course. I reckon that everyone forgot about the fact that I was alone in Miami. How dare they?
Here I am, I'm ready, and right now I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go to the nearest metro station because, by the way, Panama City is the only Central American city with a metro system, and I am extremely excited to show it to you all. And yeah, so right now I would like to go to the old town, so I'm going to go to the nearest metro station and then I'm going to head to the old town. Guess what? You don't have to buy any ticket because if you have a credit card with you, you can just basically use it and you can put like on top of these like barriers and then you can just basically go through, just like in Europe. Oh my goodness, this is even more modern than the metro in Kuala Lumpur. And yeah, so right now I am going to the old town. That means that I need to go to the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo. So guys, I'm surprised because the metro here is very similar to the one in Barcelona and in Madrid, and that's because a Spanish company along a Brazilian company built the metro here in Panama. So that's why the trains basically in the underground are extremely similar to the ones from Spain, and that's because they actually were designed by the same people that designed the metro in Barcelona and in Madrid. I finally got to the promenade by the sea. I didn't like the spot where the 5th of May metro station is located. It seems a little bit dodgy, and I really wanted to get to a, you know, I don't want to call it safer, but in a place where I'm not gonna literally attract, you know, the attention because I am recording and I don't want like unwanted eyes on me, if you understand what I'm trying to say. And yeah. But by no means I feel like scared here. It seems like a very safe city. I mean, of course you can encounter bad people in any place, in any part of the world. So this is not just like exclusive to Panama. You can get even like robbed in Barcelona. So to be honest with you, this is like any other city. But of course there are areas that you should better avoid.
By the way, I forgot to tell you that the place where they went to have to drink was in the Baba Gam Shrimp restaurant. But for lunch, they decided to go to Five Guys to have a delicious burger. Since they were in the United States, they wanted to pay tribute to the fast food eating culture in the USA. The USA wouldn't be the USA without the fast food, would it?
So I just wanted to say that 2 years ago, Rishi and I were sitting right here on that wall overlooking the skyline of Panama City, and I have to say that it feels really nice to be back, but it feels very sad because I'm not with him, and I wish we could be together enjoying this amazing view. However, I am enjoying it for myself, and do you know what? It is absolutely fantastic. I love Panama City. I love the city. It is wonderful. Look at this park. I mean, this is so similar to that Central Park by the Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. I was just getting like flashbacks in a way because it is very similar. It is very clean, very tidy. You can see it with your own eyes, and yeah, love it. So right now I'm walking to the old town, and I have to say that I'm very happy with the weather today. Even though it is wet, I rather have this weather, and I would prefer to have this weather rather than having like 40 degrees or like 35 degrees with like 100% like humidity. And yeah, I just really hate it when it is like extremely sunny. So this to me is way more like manageable, and I kind of like feel more, you know, comfortable having this weather like this. You won't believe this, but I actually got on time to the old town, and I found shelter here under the balconies of this building. And it is raining a lot, and I think that if I had been like down there by the promenade, I would be absolutely soaked now.
Later the weather got a bit better, so it was my opportunity to find a nice cafe where to have a lovely coffee because I was needing one. Until I found it. Look at this beauty. Since the weather was not getting any better, I decided to order a nice hot beef soup with vegetables, and I also got nice chicken Caesar salad. Everything was absolutely mouth-watering.
I just got to Plaza Mayor, and right in front of me I've got the main cathedral within the historical town of Panama City, and it is absolutely beautiful. And I just would like to share a very, I would say, nasty thing that happened to me just now. So basically I was just like walking down the street, and then there was like this very random man speaking to me, and then he started basically asking me very like intimate questions, and I was like, I'm sorry, but I don't want this conversation to continue anymore. Okay, goodbye. It's like, just be careful, because there are people that actually just come up to you and then they start like telling you like their stuff, and that's like, how dare you? It's like, why would someone come to you and then like start like saying bad things? I mean, disgusting things. My goodness, that was the most revolting situation I've ever had in a long time. My goodness. In any case, the old town is absolutely beautiful. The architecture here is wonderful, and I just really want to enjoy all this like beauty surrounding me, and the main cathedral is absolutely majestic.
There is no doubt that Casco Viejo should be on your top list of places where to go when you come to Panama City. This place dates back to the 1600s, when the Spaniards came here to settle the land. Here you will see real, authentic, beautiful colonial Spanish architecture.
So right now I'm going to see a museum which is basically dedicated to, I would say, the most iconic thing about this country, and everyone knows what that is. That is the Canal of Panama. So right now I'm going to see this museum which is situated right at the main square of the old town, and this is what I'm going to be seeing right now, which is basically that one behind me.
In my opinion, this has been one of the most complete museums I've ever visited before, due to the fact that you can learn a lot about the history of Panama, not only about its colonial past, but also about its pre-Columbian history. That means before the arrival of the Spaniards in the American continent. As you walk through the museum, you can see how the history of Panama has evolved throughout the years. Eventually, you can get to read a lot about the Canal of Panama, which is obviously its most important site in the country. The first idea to create an interoceanic canal to link the two big oceans, the Pacific and the Atlantic, appeared in 1534 by the then King of Spain, Charles V. But then he was advised not to do it because there were many pirates coming from the UK and the Netherlands, and that could have made their way to the Spanish settlement a lot easier because they wanted to raid any Spanish settlement in the continent. In addition to that, I also learned that there were many Caribbeans who came here from Jamaica and other Caribbean islands to work here in the pharaonic project of the Panama Canal, led by the United States. I have to say that I am really shocked by the beauty of Panama City. I'll tell you why. Because I like the balance that there is between the skyscrapers and the very modern buildings and the old town. You can see the past and the present. This is the best mix ever. I love Panama City.
Do you know what? The old town of Panama City is a lot bigger than what you would think. At least I thought that was going to be a lot smaller. It would take you more than a day to see every single spot, especially if you want to go to a museum and all stuff. So obviously, in order to appreciate the cultural sites and the amazing architecture, you would have to spend a whole day here. So that's not true when they tell you that, oh yeah, it just takes like a whole hour just to see the old town. That's not true. In my opinion, it would take like a whole day, because if you wanted to go to museums and then just like walk around, it would definitely take you a whole day, not just 1 hour.
In Miami, the group was getting ready for their first night in the city. They really wanted to go out partying. Of course, they were in Miami. In my case, after a long day, I decided to go to the swimming pool for a nice dip, and believe me, it was really refreshing, even though it was not that hot, to be honest with you. We just had like 25 degrees. It was really nice and comfortable. There are so many words I would like to say to describe what I feel for Panama City, but there are two words that I think that would describe it, and that is breathtaking and innovative. I think that Panama City has proven to be way beyond my expectations. I love this gigantic, sprawling metropolis. Next morning, the group decided to go to one of the most interesting places in the state of Florida. They went to America's Everglades, the largest subtropical wilderness in the United States. The Everglades National Park protects an unparalleled landscape that provides an important habitat for numerous rare and endangered species like the manatee, American crocodile, and the elusive Florida panther. Do you think that they're going to see any of those animals that I just mentioned? Let's see. Apparently, they just saw a baby crocodile in the Everglades. According to Rachel's mom, there is more wildlife in her garden back in England than here in the Everglades in Florida.
It is named after the two dominant species on the island.
Later, they went to see a performance with adult crocodiles from the Everglades. The person who was playing with them was extremely brave. I wouldn't go nearby those fierce and dangerous animals, because even though they know him, they might actually not recognize him once and they might get sliced from him. So he's very brave, and I would say even crazy.
Hello everyone, good morning. So today is my second day here in Panama City. It is 6:30 in the morning, and right now I'm gonna start a bit of Chinese because I really want to catch up. I don't want to neglect my level in Chinese. I want to keep it going, and then I'm gonna go to the ground floor for breakfast, and later I'm gonna go out to see more of this amazing and wonderful metropolis, which is Panama City. Here I am in the street, so right now I am about to get my taxi to go to Miraflores Visitor Center, which is basically another museum regarding everything with Canal of Panama, and but this time literally situated right at the Canal of Panama, so that's going to be incredible.
One of the things that I like about Panama City is the fact that you can order very cheap Ubers to go to any place you want from wherever you are. For example, today I decided to go by taxi to Miraflores Visitor Center from downtown Panama City. That's kind of far, and I'm gonna be paying just like $10. I believe that's a very good deal.
I just got to Miraflores Visitor Center here at the Canal of Panama. Basically, you have to buy 2 tickets in order to see basically a ship coming in, and also to see like a documentary, and everything comes to like $17.
And this is where my adventure is about to start. I'm going to see a 3D documentary about the history of the Canal of Panama. But first, I'm going to have a nice cappuccino because you know how much I love my coffee. There is not a specific time when you have to come to Miraflores Visitor Center. You can actually see the film anytime because they play it over and over again. As soon as you finish the film, you need to rush to the locks. There is where you're going to have a lot of fun, because you are going to be able to see real ships going from the Atlantic to the Pacific and from the Pacific to the Atlantic Ocean. I just found out that I had the privilege to come here on the 3rd of November. Guess what? Today they are celebrating their Independence Day. Panama got its independence from Colombia in 1903, on the 3rd of November. That means that today they are celebrating 100 years of independence. Congratulations, Panama. Ships of a bigger dimension have to go behind the original locks, due to the fact that they had to create a wider way for the bigger ships to go through. This one that you can see right now is the typical cargo ship that goes from one side to the other. Apparently, they get up to 32 of them in one day. This is a real memorable adventure because I got to see one of the most important man-made constructions in the world. In Miami, the group is ready to have
¿Dónde
lunch.
estamos ahora? Where are we?
Comiéndonos un platito nicaragüense, vamos, en
Sí.
Miami Beach.
Mira, carne, lechuga, tomate, arroz, quinoa,
Frijoles negros,
frijoles negros. Y mi madre tiene
Perfect.
atún.
quinoa.
Salad bowl. Perfect. Just what I have at home. I'm very happy.
So I just got to the swimming pool area, and unfortunately I couldn't go swimming because it is absolutely full. There are like around 5 people and the swimming pool is quite small, so I don't really want to be like sardines there. Yeah, so that would be okay. And but I believe that there wouldn't be a better way of ending my day than observing these amazing vistas that I've got from this part of the hotel, and it is absolutely amazing.
Well, this is our last morning, and we're about to fly off to Managua, Nicaragua, and we're really looking forward to it.
Today is the 5th of November and that means it is a great day. They're going to be flying from Miami to Nicaragua, and in my case I'm going to be going from Panama City to Managua.
Good morning everyone. So today is my last morning here in Panama City before I go to Nicaragua. So I am leaving my hotel like around 8 a.m. in the morning. It is 6:30 now, so I still have to go to the ground floor to have breakfast before I get my taxi to the airport. And I am extremely excited because I'm going to see my family. They are flying from Miami as well to Managua, Nicaragua, and then later my mom is going her way, and then Richley and Rich's mom, we are going to Granada for 3 days. So I am extremely excited, but I have to be honest, I really love Panama City, and look at this view. It's like, who wouldn't like Panama City? It's like, seriously. In any case, so I just would like to say that I am extremely grateful to this city and to this country because it's been wonderful. I love Panama and I love Panama City.
I just got to the international airport of Panama City, Tocumen. As you can see, it is really modern and I'm liking it. In Miami, as you can see, the ladies are already walking to the gate. I have already found my gate too. I am really excited. See you soon, Nicaragua. No wonder why Nicaragua is called the land of lakes and volcanoes. Look at that. We finally made it to Managua's international airport. Here we go. The adventure is about to begin. Oh my goodness, here we are in Granada, Nicaragua. We are enjoying a nice Nicaraguan beer called Doña. As you know, all good things have an end. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of this video. If you liked the vlog, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and to give us a thumbs up, and wait for more because Nicaragua is just about to begin. See you next time, take care.